Right, howdy folks, how we doing? Join me on, guess what, another dank wet morning. It's been raining for God knows how many hours this morning already. Has stopped now, and it's, as you can see, it's gone foggy. And I think the rain's going to come back later, so there we go, never mind. Anyway, as promised, we're going to pump some slurry from one tank to another today. Here we girls. Yeah. Just see what she's done. Oh. Anyway, right. Let's get the old tractor fired up. Right, first things first, we'll just dip the oil. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. In the old. Yeah, that's fine. It's a little bit high, but that's purely because it's where it's sat. She's pointing up a little minute. Right, fire up. Right, there we go. Finally found the key. Heated mirrors. Alright, first things first, we just need to lift the front up and take the blocks out, because to carry the suction pipe, got it tied on so I don't squish it when I drop it down to take the weight off. I'll just sat it on a couple of blocks. We don't want to squish it. Right, we'll go and get set up. We're going to get the suction pipe off, drop that in the pit, and cool, look at all the water we got coming off the roof. Yeah, then we can get laid out with the main pipe. Let's put the, yep, I've got a loader coming at me. Back it up a bit. Select the PTO, which should be 1000 eco, because it don't take huge amount of power to run it. And the tractor will almost be ticking over them when it's pumping. I'll put you into Vario mode. Well, what we'll do now, we'll that little button there, that selects the spools at the front, because that spool does back and front, so we can put that into float like so, and now we can pull it off. Just pull this bit off by hand is easiest. got it, give me a cut it. That's it. Lovely job. Cheers, mate. Oh, yeah. I do, want it. What's that?
Leave it with that angle.
Oh, yeah.
Around the corner.
Yeah. Right, now we can power it off. That way. Give it some gear. A lot easier with this front reeler. Gives you a lot more flexibility to lay the pipe off how you want than the big reeler we have on the back. Hopefully not too long now before we come across the coupling. I mean, drag the coupling up that passageway there. I think it's that one you can just see in the middle of the reeler there. So we're going to have quite a bit of pipe to lose, but it's not the end of the world. So all these pipes are roughly 100 metres, give or take. I think we're nearly there. There we go. Right, Rich will take that off and I can get out of the way if he can uncouple it. There you go. We can pull this out of the way for a minute and then sort all this pipe out. Because of course we need a nice flowing you know, we don't want those sharp corners in it, because obviously it's got to be able to, like, you what? It seems to be, doesn't it? I think it's about there. See, that goes on there. I'm going to lose all this. So it's quite an easy setup, this job, because it's obviously one pipe. And we've done it a few times now, we know what we're doing. So the next job now is take this back round and we'll get the pump in, get the pump set up, and we'll get pumping, because we're hooked on that end now. So we're ready to go. I ain't shown you much sunshine for a while. Forget the last video I done when the sun was shining. Oh, that gate's just a bit round. I'll just pull that round so we can get round there easy. I got it. I've got some weight in it now, innit? Right, I think we've filled the pipe up with liquid, so it's primed up to the pump. Now what we have got to do here is go into the settings and take the dead man switch off the PTO, so when I get off the seat the PTO won't stop, so that'll keep going now. Right, so now we're on 1000 eco, we can turn that on. Like so. That's it. Which is opening the main valve. There you go, that's starting to go. Lovely jubbly. Right, we can turn the vacuum pump off now. Now that the main pump is primed and running, we'll leave it on. I'll just give it a few revs. It's going to want me to sit down before I can do it, innit? We'll go to 700, and we'll go and check the pipe, because there's always a chance of. I was going to go and check the pipe, mate. You what, mate? Yeah. There's always a chance of having a leak, so you don't want to rev it straight up and make any leak real bad. Also, you want to, as I said in previous videos, when you're walking these pipes, when you're first off, you want to just walk along and take any kinks out. Oh, I'm just gonna, like I say, increase the revs. Increase the revs now. We've got no flow meter on the pump. The flow meter is on the dribble bar, so that's how we normally know how much we're pumping. But you get a bit of a feeling of what, bit of experience, bit of feeling of what you're pumping. And of course, we've got no restriction at all on the outlet. It's going straight out of the coupling straight into the tank. So. Right, let's have a look in the tank that it's going into, i.e. the reception tank. There you go. I think we'll probably put about half fill this, I would have thought. This tank's a lot bigger than the main tank. I think it's coming out probably 100 cube an hour or something like that, maybe 110. And of course there's we've got a limited amount of time to pump in, because you've got to do it between milkings, because where the fast track's parked is the collecting yard for the cow, so got to be done by afternoon milking. Well, finished pumping and pulled out the way anyway, so there we go. Right, and now we're pumping alright. We're going to have a look at the main reception tank. These are the slats where all the slurry from the cubicles and the collecting yard, that all gets scraped onto there, falls through into this reception pit. That then gets pumped out of that reception pit up there into that separator that separates the straw and the solid stuff out of the liquid. The liquid then gets diverted back into the tank, and you see these two valves control the flow out of the tank into the reception pit. So you try and find a sort of happy medium where the flow going into the pit is the same as we're pumping out. And yeah, we're about there at the minute. So let's have a look in this main tank here. There you go. So we've pumped a fair bit already. You see where the tide mark is, where we started, about halfway up that first ring. Although it looks a big tank, it's, like I say, it's not. It's about just under half the size of the tank that we're pumping into. So then, you know, the capacity of this combined with the other tank gets us through the winter. When you're not able to put it on the ground because it's doing what it's doing now, because it's raining. So there we go. There you go, it's filled that up a bit, innit? I was a bit wrong with my initial thought of it being two of the other tank will go into this tank. It's about 1.5, I think, because we're going to do about 2 rings, so I'll leave a ring left. Oh, let's have a look at what the tractor's doing. Ugh. Right, we're around at 820, 830 RPM on the PTO, which equates to 1270 RPM, and we're doing about 17 litres an hour, so it's not bad at all, is it? Not bad at all. Yeah, actual sun's come out now, believe it or not, although I think there's more rain due this afternoon, so it won't be long before we're wet and damp again. Oh, there we go. She's about empty, as you can see. Just the dregs running in, you can see where it just comes in a bit at the bottom. I pumped a few litres there. Down the plug hole, big old plug hole. So there we go, that's that nearly pumped. We'll get it switched off, then we'll get it reeled up. Job'll be a good one. Right, just gonna, first things first, we're gonna wash the pump out. Always wash the pump out, and well, if we've put it on with a dribble bar, We'll wash the macerator out on that as well, so it's all clean. Turn up a minute. Normally operate it in vario mode, you know, on stick mode round yards, because it's like having it in a gear then, and you can just control it easy on the clutch rather than trying to control it on the accelerator pedal. I'm going to have to turn the PTO switch back off again because I've turned the tractor off. Like that. Turn it on, that'll wash out now with our pressure washer, job be a good one. And again, pull the end out so that any mess goes down in the field. Oh. That's the bit that gets you fit, because that soon gets bloody heavy. It's like tug of war. Not that I've ever done tug of war, but makes the old legs burn. Oh, there we go. That's that out. That there. Ready for hooking on with a strap. Oh, yep. Right, so now we should be able to drag this up here quite nicely, which is going to watch me. Now we'll pull the other end into the field. We're pulling the end I want to clamp onto with my reeler all the way into the field, so the whole pipe will be in the field. I can then reel it on nice and easy. Clear by the looks of it. Yeah, that's by far the easiest way to do it with a loader. Get it all stretched out and it's easy work with the reeler then. Right, we're hooked on. First thing we've got to do is, like I say, it's like reeling a cable reel on. First thing we want to do is make sure the coupling is flat on the reel like that is now, because the couplings are quite long. You can easily bend them if you have them just reeled straight around, so you have to wheel them on sideways so that they go on fairly compactly, if you know what I mean. Let's just go into the settings, make sure that's fully out. It's taking some pulling. Oh, that's why. We're only on 20%. That's why we're not getting on very well. put them both on 20%. That's right, my flows are on 20%. That's why we weren't going on very well. Thought we ought to pull a bit harder than that. There you go. There we go, that's all reeled up. It was a bit painful. We've got quite a bit of, because we've got that the little roadway there, it weren't letting the crap out, so it was taking some pulling in, but we reeled it up. But as you see how we done it, we sort of side to side and side to side, so it goes up in layers. So jobs are good. Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick little vid, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta!